Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Dimitra's Dishes. Today I'm going to teach you how to make a very easy to prepare couscous with Greek salad, or you could call it a couscous Greek salad. It's nutritious, it's delicious, and it's ready in like 10 minutes, you guys. It's perfect if you meal prep. You can make this over the weekend and then keep it in your fridge, make like a big huge batch. Keep it in your fridge because these flavors taste even better together when they're in the fridge and they all come together and the juices go into the couscous. I promise you, it's so good. You could take it with you to work, put it in the kids' lunch boxes, but it's also a great salad to make if you're hosting a get-together, a nice dinner. It's so good because you don't have to worry about lettuce wilting because there is no lettuce in this. Let's go over the ingredients so that way we can start making this delicious salad. We're going to begin making the salad by first making the couscous. I'm adding some dried uncooked couscous into my pan, and I'm using this beautiful 3-color couscous that has been flavored with spinach and carrot and just all natural vegetables. So I'm just going to pour some chicken stock on top. You can do vegetable stock if you're keeping this vegetarian, but I had some homemade stock, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to put that in there with a little bit of oregano, some salt, and about a teaspoon of olive oil, just a little bit. I'm just going to mix this all up using my knife over here, but that's okay. And then I'm going to cover this with anything I have. I'm using a plate right now and let it set aside for about 5 minutes. For the rest of the ingredients, I have an English cucumber that I've just partially peeled. I like to have some of the skin on for beautiful color. And then I have a bell pepper. I have a yellow one here, but use whatever you can find. Some grape tomatoes that I'm going to cut up in a little bit. Lots of feta cheese. I love the peppery bite that radishes have, so I have some radishes. I'm going to use about half of this onion. All you need is about 1/4 of a small onion and some Kalamata olives. For the herbs, I have some fresh mint, fresh parsley. I'm going to use a little bit of dried oregano and then some salt and black pepper. The vinaigrette is going to be very simple with some lemon juice and some olive oil. And let's get started chopping up our vegetables. So I'm just going to quarter my little grape tomatoes. Now I like for everything in the salad to be bite-sized. You can cut them in half if you want. It's totally up to you. Next, we're going to cut the cucumber. All we need is about 3/4 of a cucumber. You can put as much or as little of any vegetable that you like. You could even switch these vegetables up and put your favorites in. I'm going to go ahead and cut this also into little bite-sized pieces. Next, we're going to cut the onion. All we need is a little bit of onion in this, and I like to cut this into very, very small pieces. Next, I'm just going to chop up these pitted Kalamata olives. And now we're going to use about half of this beautiful yellow pepper, or again, use as much or as little as you like. And now we're just going to cut the radishes. Now I'm just going to cut these little root parts off. And the radish, I'm just going to do really thin slices. Now I'm just going to cut my lemon in half. Now I'm just going to juice my lemon into my olive oil. You can use red wine vinegar too if you'd like instead of the lemon juice, but I just love the freshness of lemon this time of year. I'm going to put a little bit of oregano, and that's it. A little bit of salt too, actually, because salt brings all the flavors together. Whisk this all up, and I'm just going to pour this delicious vinaigrette over the vegetables. Mix them all up. Now I'm just going to season them with a little more salt and a tiny bit more oregano. I'm a huge fan of oregano. I'm going to crumble in the feta cheese. You can definitely dice it if that's what you prefer. Give it one more mix. And now I'm just going to chop up my herbs and add them too. In they go. Now I'm using mint and parsley, but you can also add some fresh basil if you like. You can substitute any of the 2 herbs for dill. Although I do feel like the mint just freshens this up and just keeps it nice and light, and the flavors go so well together. There we go, that's done. And our couscous is ready. Really, all it takes is 5 minutes or so just to soak up the hot liquid. This is ready. Now, surely you can add all of the vegetables on top of this and mix it all up, but I like to make it a little extra special. I get a really pretty platter, and then I'm just going to put all of the couscous as a layer on the bottom. There you go. Now we're going to put the salad on top of that. You could have definitely mixed the radishes into the salad if you wanted to, but I like to arrange them around the platter. And there you have it, a beautiful, nutritious, and delicious couscous salad ready to be served. Now I use this tricolor couscous that's colored with vegetables. It's really healthy and delicious. Use whatever couscous you can find. If you want to keep this gluten-free, go ahead and substitute the couscous for some quinoa. You could even substitute for some rice, but I promise you this way is my favorite way. It's so good. Eat it just like that as a vegetarian meal if you want to go meatless every now and then, but it's also great with some grilled chicken on top. You can put some avocados, switch out any of the vegetables that you don't like with ones that you do, or load it up with more vegetables. The more the better, if you ask me. Go over to my website, www.dimitrasdishes.com, to print this recipe out. It's also written underneath this video in the description box down below. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for spending time with me today. I will see you all next time. Yes,